Okay, I'm gonna be real short because I can't explain just how good the of an impression the show has left. I mean, it's about time we've had a show like this. I mean, I don't really remember this kind of show there before. Like, I think Resident Evil tried to make one. I don't know, I heard rumors, but for like maybe the first zombie show ever, like ever, it is pretty good. I mean, like, okay, let me start off with negatives. Or, like, this show I heard about a long time ago, and, you know, I have to admit, even though, like, I love the show is it's a little derivative. I mean, like, um, it kind of rips off, well, I don't want to say direct rip off, but, you know that scene where Cillian Murphy wakes up in the hospital? Like, that's the first episode. And also kind of rips off, like, what else? It rips off, um, I noticed some other rip-offs, but I can't quite figure it out. Maybe it was there was the horse from Survival of the Dead, and then there was also, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, the, the hospital where, like, they kept the dead locked inside was kind of like, that kind of reminded me of Day of the Dead. I mean, it's kind of hard to make something original nowadays, so for what it's worth, it is pretty damn good. I mean, like, the basic premise, it follows this police officer. I never got his name. They never mention it, I think. And he, on a patrol, he gets shot and goes into a coma, which is kind of strange. And what's also stranger is that when he wakes up from his coma, the zombie epidemic has already, like, taken over the world, and everyone's in, like, Day of the Dead mode. And I'm just going like, wait a minute. The dead never killed him, or never ate him, or never tried. Like, his room was, like, perfect. Not even the flowers were shaken. And it also, when you think about it, what if why didn't the doctors throw him out to bring in new patients? I mean, I think the reasoning would be like, since they would think he was never going to heal up, so they had to make room for the new people. So, because it's an epidemic. I don't know. That's what I think would happen to the zombie epidemic, but that's just me. So he wakes up, and and to my surprise, they actually kind of make it realistic, where he doesn't just wake up and he's all fine. Like, his legs are all atrophied, and then, like, he is really sick. You know, most stuff just, like, has him wake up, or has her wake up, and he's surprised that the world is all screwed up. Like, the hospital, they close off a room because it's just filled with zombies. And oh, they never say zombies, do they? And then when he exits, like, the hospital, there's, like, a bunch of, like, dead all over the place. And after he does that, like, he's going around trying to find his family, and then he gets, like, he's taken prisoner by some guy and his kid, who fill him in on the events, and that's what kind of sets him, like, up to be the main character, where, like, he knows how to he knows what he's dealing with now that, oh, now I figured it out. It's ripping off Cell, the Stephen King book, where he's trying to find his kids in the middle of his family in the middle of this. And, he gets geared up, and then he goes off to try to find his family. And it also sets up where, like, it would follow this dual story, where it follows, like, earlier on it shows his partner, who his partner when he was a police officer, like, he's still alive, along with the main character guy's wife and kids and a bunch of other people, and they're in a group, and they're trying to warn people away from the city, but they never meet the main character guy, so he goes into the city, and the city scene is so well done. I mean, like, I was actually surprised at how well done it was. Um, it's just him going to the city. It's like, oh, it's all quiet, and then what could possibly go wrong? So he hears a chopper, and when he turns the corner, there's like a giant mob of zombies, and it's like as big as the crowded Day of the Dead. And then like he gets completely overwhelmed. Like the horse he was on gets eaten, and he hides inside a tank. And like one of the best sequences I think I've seen in any zombie fiction. Like you'd think he's honestly gonna die. I mean, like when he's underneath the tank, and then like they're trying to get him, and then like it feels like he's honestly gonna die there because he has no way out. I mean, I was surprised at how good this was, like as to compared to like other zombie fiction. I mean, AMC loves zombies apparently, because they know what they're dealing with, and I don't know. I mean, this is a nice break in zombie fiction. I mean, like ever since like maybe 2006 or whatever, but I don't know. The zombie genre has been a little. I don't know. It's been a little wishy-washy. I mean, like this one just seems like I'd say a return, but I don't know, return to what, or return to roots or something like that, where it's just a simple premise where it's just zombies taking over the world, people have to work together. It it works. I mean, this is a really good pilot episode, and I do want to keep watching the show. I mean, this is starting to look like it would be a show that I would like. I would love. I mean, so yeah, I mean, like if I were to give it a rating, it's a really good pilot episode, maybe like a 4.5 stars out of 5, because yes, it's a little derivative, and yes, I mean some of the acting was actually really good, but then there's some parts where it's like, yeah, and then some parts were just like you kind of don't understand it. Like I didn't really get the scene where they were taking a shower. I mean, just like okay, but other than that, it is a really good pilot episode. They know what they're doing, and uh, I'm just really happy that this exists. That's all.